Hey guys, welcome to Poor Man's Way. Welcome to my laundry room. I am working on doing my first ever resin casting, and it is way too cold out in the garage. So I have set up here in what I call my glue up table in the laundry room with my pressure pot to be able to do some casting today. Alright, here we got my first molds that I've set up to be able to make some bottle stoppers. I've taken some old pill bottles. I've used my belt sander to just sand the bottom edge off. And I've taken some walnut and made a little plug. It fits right inside the bottom of there. I'm going to take me a piece of masking tape. Now on this one here, I've taken and stabilized some pistachio shells. So I've got some pistachio shells in that one there. I've taken and literally screwed a piece of stabilized corn cob. I stabilized it with some blue dyed stick fast stabilizing resin. Another piece of corn cob, same way, screwed. Then I've got some tongue suppressors or popsicle sticks that are dyed in different colors, and so I bought them already dyed. I've glued them up. I just did the same thing. Walnut stopper that it's glued to. I got 2 of those. Now I've got a gumball, and this is an old vitamin bottle. I wanted to be able to float it in there just a little more. And this is going to be my overflow catch-all bottle that just got a piece of curled up wire. Alright, after deciding on whether I was going to have plugs in it or not, I took my pill bottles and sprayed them with a little bit of Stoner Rocket Release. I've been told it makes a big difference whenever it comes to demolding. So granted, they're pill bottles. I really don't care if I have to trash them later, but I would like to make my life as easy as possible. Okay, I've heard of a lot of different ways to calculate how much resin you need. I did the dumbed down version. I took another pill bottle, filled it full of water, poured it into a measuring cup, and marked it with a line. So to totally fill without anything inside of it is going to take about 3 ounces of resin. Being I'm not 100% sure by weight what 3 ounces is, and the fact that I'm going to want to try to do 2 of these at a time, I'm going to do 3 and 3, and I do have my scale set up here to find out what this was. Alright, here goes nothing. Got my scale to ounces. It's part A. It's just a hair over 3 ounces. All right, I've put the black Sharpie on there and here because I've had problems with epoxy getting my lids glued on to where I couldn't get them off. Alright, so 3 ounces. I'm going to tear that. Just a hair over 3 ounces. Mix and mix and mix and mix and mix. My understanding with the Alumilite, I got a 15-minute working time, 2 to 3 hours to set. I'm going to get these set in a pressure pot and I just realized I made a mistake and didn't have any gloves on. I didn't want to accidentally get this spilt on me. All right. Alright, slowly open the valve of that. Got it 50 psi, and we'll let her sit for a few hours, and I'll be back to show you how my results were. Alright, here's my first Alumilite bottle stopper blank. That is the corn cob. It's nice and clear. I was able to take a ball peen hammer, give it a smack while sitting upside down, and it come out in a couple of blows. I was rather impressed. I've already taken and drilled this one and secured the brass piece in to be able to turn it as a bottle stopper. Just done the same thing to the pistachio. Turned out fairly nice. It's got a little bit of bubbles in there. Really not sure if that was an air pocket or whether I just didn't get something mixed well. I've also drilled and put the thread insert into that one. That one was one that had the plug, and the plugs turned out to be a little bit more of a challenge to get out. But take a box knife, slit the side of the pin bottle, and it peeled out really quick and easy. Then my second round I didn't videotape, but here's the popsicle sticks. I've got some bubbles and other things in it that I'm really not sure why, but I'm still rather happy. Then here is my last corn cob. Turned out fairly clear, a couple of bubbles in there. And then this one here was in my first batch. It was one of the gumballs. I actually had sanded the top because I didn't put enough acrylic in, but it turned out nice and clear down through there. I'm excited to be able to turn this one as well. I've not managed to sand the bottom and put the thread insert in that yet. So my next bit will be how this turns out on the lathe. Poor man's way, with determination, perseverance, creativity, sweat and blood, we create and we live. We find happiness and pride in what we do.